In this series, every day I will only eat foods of one color of the rainbow. Today is day 1 and we're starting with, you guessed it, red. I gotta get to the grocery store. I got my list handy. You wanna come with? Let's go. As I was driving to the grocery store, I realized I should probably provide a little bit of context behind why this series is so important to me. Let's rewind a bit. When I was a kid, that's me, I grew up eating a pretty average diet, but I never understood the impact that food had on my body or my health. I struggle with eczema, anxiety, body image issues, and a lot of food allergies, so I didn't really try anything new. Now that I have grown out of said food allergies, I wanted to add a little bit of a bonus just for funsies, which is that I want to try a brand new food of that color that I have never tried before. We'll see how that goes. Now, there are 3 rules of this challenge. Rule number 1, every food that I eat has to be that day's color. Rule number 2, all of the foods have to be real whole foods. And rule number 3, every meal must contain all 3 pillars of a healthy plate. So I'm talking about protein, fat, and fiber. As a functional nutritionist, I understand now that food isn't just there to fill my belly, it's actually broken down into itty-bitty pieces that interact with my cells and DNA. Plant foods in particular contain these really cool chemicals. The sciencey term for this is phytochemicals, and these phytochemicals are what give plant foods their color. They also carry health benefits that are specific to that color. Today, we're only eating red foods, and throughout this video, I'll share the red foods I'm eating, their specific phytochemicals, and the benefits of these phytochemicals, because I believe that everybody should understand the power of food as medicine. I have got my groceries. I'm not going to tell you what I'm making. I'm just going to show you as we go. I just thought that would be fun. Keep you on the edge of your seat, you know what I mean? For breakfast, I will clue you in on a little secret. I was thinking, how fun would it be to keep to my everyday smoothie routine, but have that smoothie be each color of the rainbow. And then when we're done the series, I'll have this beautiful montage of all of my different smoothies in a line, panel by panel. These are the things that I get excited about. So stay tuned till the end because that montage is going to be a chef's kiss. So I'm going to start off day 1, red smoothie. Let's do it. Okay, so when I was at the grocery store, I got some frozen cherries, which are rich in a red phytochemical called ellagic acid, which is an antioxidant that helps protect against cancer. I also got strawberries, which contain fisetin, a phytochemical that helps get rid of damaged cells and supports longevity. And finally, I'm using fresh raspberries, which provide anthocyanins, a phytochemical that helps lower inflammation in your brain and supports a happy mood. The problem with the smoothie for breakfast is that it's hard to get in protein without a powder, which is technically processed. We're also adding almond milk because a smoothie can't blend without it. Depending on the protein powder though, it can be the good kind of processed. This protein powder has 0 grams of added sugar, no weird gums or artificial sweeteners. So we're making an exception to hit all 3 pillars of our healthy plate. Well, it's not the red I was hoping for, it's more pink, but that's okay, close enough. I'm also adding more raspberries and some pecans. I thought that they had a reddish hue, but my husband said I was colorblind. Also, I'm a total weirdo and eat my smoothies with a spoon. For lunch, I'm building a Red Bull with red quinoa and kidney beans. Quinoa actually contains both protein and fiber. I've never had red quinoa before, so that makes it my new food for day 1. Red quinoa contains a phytochemical called betalains, which have strong antioxidant powers. I'm also chopping up some red bell peppers and red onions. These onions might look purple, but trust me, they're red. I don't make the rules here. But I do make the rules of my own challenge, and I realize olive oil is yellow. But I don't know of any red cooking fats, so we've got to make one last exception here. Anyway, red bell peppers are rich in beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin, which help support eye health. Red onions contain quercetin, which supports the immune system. While my red onions and bell peppers are cooking, I open my red kidney beans, which contain anthocyanins. There they are again. Anthocyanins also support healthy blood flow, and that's part of the reason why they're so good for your brain and your heart. While my beans and quinoa are cooking, I took out some red meat for dinner, and it was time to build my Red Bull. I added red pepper flakes because I was feeling a little spicy. Cheers! That's the yummy dance. Are you ready for dinner? So I'm just gonna drop a beet real quick. Whoa! Just kidding. Tonight we are having roasted red beets, a Roma tomato and red onion salad, some sirloin steak, and some grass-fed ground beef because this ain't gonna be enough for the two of us. I don't know what we're doing with the ground beef.
Little meatballs.
Little meatballs.
The mini meatball.
You caught me red-handed. Oh my god, how did you get here? Busted. Throw them in the air fryer. It's quicker that way. We talked about red onions, but my favorite phytochemical in tomatoes is lycopene. It's a type of antioxidant that's excellent for heart health and lowers the risk of cancer. I added some balsamic vinegar, which I was pretty hyped about because it's red. Also, I thought it was pretty funny that I was getting beet stains on literally everything. Now, you might think that steak doesn't have any phytochemicals because, well, it's steak and phyto equals plant, but actually steak does have a few phytochemicals, especially grass-fed steak. By the way, look how cute Stella is. She always camps out here when we're cooking steak. Heme iron gives it its red color, but cows that eat grass get some of the phytonutrients from the grass, like carotenoids, into their muscle tissue, which we then eat. Now, let's talk about beets. Beets contain betalains, which give them their deep red color and are awesome for your vascular health and detoxification. They also contain phenolic acids that help regulate blood sugar. Now, I love watching this plate come together. Protein and fat from the steak and the little bit of olive oil we used and fiber from the tomatoes, onions, and beets. Hubs wanted to show off his meal as well. He didn't go with little meatballs. For my bedtime snack, I had some pomegranate seeds. Pomegranate contain ellagic acid, which we already learned about, but it also feeds a certain gut bacteria called Akkermansia, which help keep our gut lining strong. And apples contain quercetin, which support healthy lungs and immune system.
I'm here with my best friend. I love it. What is that? Can you eat it? Oh, thank you.
We are just wrapping up the first day of my Eat the Rainbow challenge. Just realizing how crazy I look. Hang on, that's better. Day 1 of Eating the Rainbow challenge. All I ate today was the color red, and honestly, it's not enough time to feel any different, and that's not really the point of the challenge. The point of the challenge is just have fun and be creative and learn more about the different phytochemicals and the benefits specifically from plant foods, although you can absolutely get benefits from consuming different colors of animal foods. It'll be interesting to see as the week goes on what sort of proteins make up each color, so stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to day 2, which will be all orange foods, and I can't wait for my smoothie. Before I go, I would love for you to tell me your favorite red food in the comments, and I will maybe include it in my next Eat the Rainbow challenge. Good night.